Good morning. This is Gordon Valentine. I'm chatting at you from Western Canada, and you're seeing me in glasses, which I really don't enjoy wearing, but I want to be able to read the bullet points I have so we can get through sharing this information quicker. This is day 38 for me with Happy Coffee, and I made some bullet points of what it's done for me. If my results with Happy Coffee weren't significant, I wouldn't be sharing this. I would have stopped the product already. And this video would not be made. It is 5 a.m. And honestly, for the last 7 years living in this city, I never got up at 5 a.m. I would get up at 7:45 at the very earliest so I could be out the door at 8 a.m. driving my daughter to school. I would much prefer to have stayed in bed till 9, 10 a.m. the way I was feeling, dragged out, basically needing coffee to get through the day, sugar, the addictions of carbs, and just not getting a lot of performance in the day either, honestly, now that I see what my 38 days have been like with Happy Coffee. So I'm awake about, almost 3 hours earlier. I actually woke up at 4:24 this morning. So that's 3 hours earlier. And right away I have the energy to be productive. So 3 hours earlier, and throughout my day, I have more hours. So I feel like my production is easily doubled daily. So if you have a business where you can capitalize on a few extra hours, it easily pays for the product. 100% natural product that I have a small coffee in the morning, and then a couple hours later I have a capsule of the xanthan humol and xanthamax, an extract from the hops plant, flowering hops plant. So what I feel, one of the major things is I'm able to be present. I have a lot more time. I'm not rushed. If somebody's slow servicing me at the cashier, I'm not ticked off at them, and a lot more patience. I'm a lot happier. It's just no big deal. It's like I have so much extra time. I don't let people take advantage of that in that sense, but I'm using it to be nicer. Never in the 17 years of being married to my wife have we had as much time together. Yesterday we went for 2 walks, and that's all because of Happy Coffee. It's making my family life better. I feel closer to my wife. We're actually getting along better. We have time to talk to each other and not in a rush running by to tell the next news of when we're driving our daughter around or whatever. And the fact of going for 2 walks yesterday is super significant because that is not normal for me. My knee has been super sore for 10 plus years. And that's hard to deal with. So as I couldn't really walk past the block or half a block, I stopped exercising so much. So then I gained weight. And how do I lose it? I tried 20 different things to try and keep my weight down over these last 10 plus years, and nothing worked, honestly. So now with Happy Coffee, in 38 days, I've lost 20 pounds. Isn't that, it's like, yay, I found something that works. That's why I got on the product in the first place. But now, as my weight is coming off and I see the other benefits for my family and for my health and for my increased productivity and goals for expansion of helping other people with Happy Coffee, I can only see life getting better. I've seen hundreds of testimonies and I've been tracking them. And what I see is that sometimes people try it for weight loss, but they end up finding some other benefit. Let's say they have autoimmune disease and they're also overweight for what they want. They start having the benefits of being able to eat better. So that helps improve their health. The autoimmune disease kicks down. They feel much better, yet maybe the weight's not coming off right away. They're not dropping the product because it feels good still. They're having the other benefits that I'm talking about. Some people are diabetic, hypothyroidism, my fibromyalgia, which is terrifying for the person and the pain that they go through. They're on the product for about 30 days and we see them feeling better. The company, the product makes no health claims at all, but people try it for themselves and then they give the testimony of what's happened for them. And that's okay, and it's real. So they're getting off their meds. That must have cost them something. A diabetic who's taking blood from themselves 6 times a day doesn't have to do that anymore because the product stabilizes blood sugar. And then they go to the doctor and the doctor says, oh, you don't need meds anymore. Isn't that phenomenal? It's a healing process. I've seen people with cholesterol issues as well, get them straightened out. And that's basically the gist of this morning's message. Happy Coffee and Xanthamax together create the dose, the DOSE, which is the dopamine, the oxytocin, the serotonin, and the endorphins. And so those four things helping your body naturally produce them and put that to work has, for instance, I'm guessing that the endorphin side of pain killing is making my knee feel better. The product takes away inflammation, which could have been causing my knee pain. How is it that I have so much energy? I don't know exactly, but it works for me this way. So checking the clock. This is earlier than I woke up yesterday, and it goes in cycles a little bit depending on how much I do the day before maybe and what I ate, and so how my diet's changing now is I'm going and buying a lot more food that I cook instead of eating the processed stuff out of the cupboard, which is all loaded with carbs and sugar. Basically, if I took a picture of our cupboard of all the cereals and crackers and snack foods granola bars, and none of it really, really good for you, all processed, all full of not great stuff. I'm not eating that anymore. Off comes the weight. Isn't that amazing? No cravings. That's how I am not having to go back to eating this crap that I knew is not so good for me. But I'm in a rush. So in the past, I'm going around doing these real estate sales and helping all these clients, and I need to eat. So I fly into the fast food and I'm eating in the car as I go, and it wasn't good for me, but it was seriously bad food, right? So now I have choices when I got tons of time to prepare for the next meal. I don't have to look at that box of food and be tempted to even. The box of cookies on the counter looks so amazing. And in the past, I would have ate half the box already. I haven't touched them. I know that's not going to help my weight goal. I have the mental clarity to actually choose what I eat. It's super significant. So now when you can make the choices without your body dictating and the sugar cravings driving you to get something now and fill your face, and you're eating before dinner comes, pushing all those extra calories into yourself, so much easier, so much better. What's your health worth to you? If you're in the US, a monthly supply of this is about $110 for either the coffee and Xanthamax or the Chocolavate hot chocolate and Xanthamax. In the States, you can also get the tubs of nitro coffee now, where that's soon to be introduced to Canada. I understand that they'll start shipping it to us here. I got my first sample packs yesterday, so I'm going to be trying that this week. I'll give you an update on that. The other kind of products that the company has that I haven't tried yet are patches. So they have a natural energy patch. If you don't want hot chocolate or coffee, I guess you could go that way. They have a hangover patch and sleep patch. So if you got trouble sleeping, we've seen the testimony on that people put the patch on and Um, Instead of having broken 1 and 2 hour sleeps and waking up all the time, they tell us that they're able to get a straight 6 hours, and that's basically all I have. I'm kind of on the sleep six right now, and maybe that's all they needed, so they're sleeping six. And when you got more energy in your day, 6 hours, I'm not using an alarm clock to wake up. I'm having fantastic benefits. I would invite you to try it, see what it does for you. Do a minimum 30-day supply. Try both the products. It takes your body some time to work up to it. Some people say, "Oh, I can't take it. It's causing me jitters." Take less of it. Get used to it. Your body is going to be throwing out toxins. So some people say, "Oh, instead of more energy, I've got less for the first 3 or 4 days." Yeah, your body's dumping toxins out because you're giving it a chance to clean itself out, and you're naturally drawn to drink more water when you're doing this. So I'm going to start setting my goal of having the full gallon a day. And that's it. Have a great day. All the best. Looking forward to seeing you on the inside of Happy Coffee and trying it out with us.